We're just gonna say our hellos. We're just doing some hikesies. 1 second.
I hate it when guys come on stage and interrupt the band. It's just so annoying. Ladies and gentlemen, Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
Hi, Texas.
What's up, Big D?
Nothing much. Oh, guys, sorry, it never gets old. Hi.
I gotta sit down. I think I pulled something.
Thanks for waiting a little bit, guys. Sorry. As actors, we have to be fashionably late. And we heard that the Vampire Diaries was 25 minutes late, so we had to be 26 minutes late. Just kidding.
No, you're not.
Can I guess, hear a show of voices as to who is a first-timer? Well, a lot of you probably know this, some of you might not. Today is the 10-year anniversary to the day of the premiere of a little show called Supernatural.
Yeah.
And there is no way on God's green earth that any of us would be here as an SPN family today.
Oh, thank you. That's nice of you to say.
For him. For Jensen.
Really sweet.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
It's because of you guys. Thank you so much. This is, he and I never would have thought we'd be sitting here 10 years later.
I prayed that I wouldn't be, actually. Wherever I am, don't make me sit on stage with Jensen 10 years from now.
I can't do this for 10 years.
Can't do it.
It's amazing, and for those of you who are, what's happening? Just yelling now?
No, just
here we go. Hold on, we're doing this. It's happening. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear SPN. Happy birthday to you. That went well.
I think that turned out really well.
So Supernatural.
Sets Plano on fire.
When you realize the fire alarm's going off, just proceed in an orderly
I mean, they're still smoking. Look at this.
Are there any off-duty firemen in here, or women? Yes. We need you.
You're not allowed to yell fire in a crowded theater, but they never say anything about starting a fire.
Indeed, a good point. You know,
This looks so good.
Yeah. Not edible anymore, but there you go.
Are we gonna need this? Because I feel awkward.
Whose idea was that?
Now you're just hold on, guy holding a knife. Real quickly, show of hands. Who here needs a piece of cake? Cut this into 2,200 pieces.
There's a little bit of wax in it, so
some of you get some of our shoe because of the
don't hand a butcher knife to anybody.
This is very awkward.
So a lot of y'all ask about like pranks we do to incoming directors. So I was just gonna say something. We have an incoming director, and I have a great idea for a prank.
Okay.
I just can't think of it.
That's a great idea.
But I know I have a knife, and I know there's a director right here, so maybe we should just stab him, yeah?
Or circumcise him?
Maybe I'll circumcision.
That's a great idea.
Just kidding, you probably don't want
This was a mistake for me to come out. So I'm gonna just step aside and
All
figure
right.
out what Misha's doing.
All right. No.
Alright, so we're just going to pass around the cake and you guys can enjoy it amongst yourselves. Good luck. There's some forks and plates coming too. Yeah. We don't want to, if you have a cold or fever or something like that, lick your fork off very carefully before handing it on to somebody else.
This is a bad idea that I had nothing to do with. Good luck.
Bye, guys, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody. Woo! I'll take this. Thank you.
Yeah, take that. You're going to need that next week.
Wow.
Love you back. All right. Now that we've had some... what was that again?
Oh, I love you in Spanish too. All right.
Piano.
Took care of that one. Boom. For those of you who were here earlier,
You're both really alike, actually. But
for those of you who weren't, they'll fill you in. Let's get to the questions.
Let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna. I'll just follow your lead.
Okay, let's go ahead and start over there. We'll start right here. Hi.
My name's Abby. Sorry, I'm nervous.
He gets nervous all the time. It's all right.
Well, since I've decided to pursue acting as a career, what was the moment that you realized that you wanted to be an actor, and how long did it take for y'all to become your own definition of successful?
Oh, wow. So we have a fellow actress in the house. And, yeah, curious about how long we consider ourselves actors. I acted as a kid, I guess. I mean, in school. I never did stuff for the community or professionally until I was out of high school. But successful's tough. So successful to me didn't mean monetarily successful. It meant I do acting because I like to tell stories. So as soon as I felt like I understood my craft well enough to tell a story properly as another character, I guess that means I thought I was successful. And probably with Supernatural, I felt really able to tell a story of a character. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, I would probably agree. I'd say Supernatural was the first time that I felt like that I'd had success doing what I do. I think before that, we were both just working actors, which, and a lot of people, in the world of acting and in like the Screen Actors Guild, there's a lot of people that would love just to be working actors. So that's one step that's tough to get to. When you get to that, then it's an even other step to actually, I think, be successful. And so I agree with him on that. I think Supernatural was probably the first time. But before that, it was still part of the grind. It was busy. We were busy. We were practicing our craft and learning and this and that. And then I didn't really do as much in school or anything like that. I did a little bit, but it wasn't something
He did
that I was...
musicals.
I did a musical. One. And it was because me and some guys from the baseball team thought it'd be a good idea to go try out for the senior musical, and I didn't expect to get the lead. Next thing I know, I'm up there singing with people who are like all-state choir and, go off on singing competitions, and I'm like, I don't even know how to read music. What? I have a nice voice?
Yeah.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Well, yeah.
Take it easy.
You know it, sister. So anyway, it was more of something that just kind of happened naturally for me. I kind of found myself intrigued and gave it a shot, and then kind of when I decided to commit to it, I really committed to it, and I think that's probably why I was able to gain a working status and then a successful status, because I truly committed to it and I worked hard. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey there.
If you could marry any fictional character who would it
I did marry a fictional character. But I also killed her. So it's an interesting relationship, needless to say. Yeah, so I guess I already have my answer. Jensen.
Dang it. I guess I did marry a fictional character. I don't know. There's a lot of fictional characters out there. Ariel. What's that?
My name's Ariel.
That's why I said that.
If you
Are you fictional? She's like, I am now.
Hey Ariel, if you could marry a fictional character, who would it be?
Yeah, Winchester.
Well.
I'm just saying, do we have a match made in fictional heaven?
Aside from Supernatural, I would say Percy Jackson. But if it was on Supernatural, I would have to say Sam Winchester.
All right, looks like it's Princess Jasmine for me. Oh yeah, no, you're dead to me, Ariel. Khaleesi? Oh yeah, that's all I want to be doing. Hey, did you feed the dragons today? No, and I'm not going to.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ariel. I still love you. Hi.
I'm Amber. Congratulations on 10 seasons and the filming of the 11th. We heard little rumors of a car wash scene coming in season 1. Can we get a
What? A car wash scene? Like with like soap suds and stuff? Soap suds and like short shorts? No. Maybe.
The red gym shorts.
Most of it.
You can tell this story, Jared, if you'd like.
Okay.
I believe the fact.
So there is a car wash scene in the Men of Letters garage. The car washing is going on as I get to the scene, and I admittedly hadn't really said hi to Jensen that morning yet. So seeing him in his outfit, if you could call it that, it wasn't a lot of... It was more inner thigh than I cared to see.
Yeah.
So you'll have to promise to watch up to at least episode 4 of this season. Y'all promise? Thank you very much. Love the shirt.
I will say that there might be a little added footage on the gag reel once that comes out of said car wash scene. Hi there.
Hi, I wanted to ask, what's your favorite or most interesting thing in your house and how did it get there?
Ooh, that's cool. Favorite or most interesting thing in the house? I have a few kind of keepsakes I've kept along the way. The kids, they're not currently in the house. And how did they get out, actually? In the house. There's probably a great answer to that question.
I mean, I can think of several off the bat right now, but
that's in the backyard. So,
one that comes to mind. I have a guitar that was my father's guitar in college, and it's from Sears and Roebuck, and it is a wide neck nylon string guitar. And it is the guitar that he gave me when I left at 18 years old to move to California and said, here, maybe this will keep you company. And it has kept me company for almost 20 years now, so.
I have the very first call sheet of any professional job I did, which was not Gilmore Girls. It was actually a pilot I did as a senior in high school, and I kept that call sheet from my very first day of work. And I have it in my filing cabinet in my office, and it's just something special. It's going to be.
Don't you frame it?
I might. And I also
put it up and
Yeah, I have some cool John Moore, who directed Flight of the Phoenix. My character had a red cap on, and he framed it with a quote cut out of the script that my character said. So it's kind of cool. One of these days, I'll get around to kind of putting everything in proper frames. But yeah. No, Young MacGyver was later. It was Silent Witness, which became Crossing Jordan. But yeah, so cool stuff. I'll tweet a picture of it sometime. Thank you. Oh, and I guess it got there because I put it there, right? There was a second part of the question. It got there because I kept it. I didn't throw it away. Hi.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
Crowley?
My name's Courtney, and my question is, it's obvious that you're passionate about what you're doing with Supernatural and with Always Keep Fighting. What I wanted to know is if you had another career path that you would have chosen, what would it have been and why?
Yeah, sure, I'll take this one. I don't know. There were some ideas of what I thought I wanted to do with my life when I was, before I took the leap out to California. However, as many of you probably know, those ideas change as you maybe go to school or as different things in life happen and different paths present themselves. And so to answer your question, what would I have been? I don't know. I like to think that I would have had something to do with helping people in some way. I like to do that. So whether it's being in a position where I can influence people to help people, like I feel like we get to be sometimes, or whether it's actually being in a medical profession or a therapeutic profession or something like that. I don't know. I find that that's highly rewarding to the soul to help people.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess I'm similar but different. So when I was enrolled to go to UT Austin, I was going to be an engineer. Welcome. I was going to be an engineer, but that was more out of the practical side of my mind. I think literally, I was a senior in high school or something. I was good at math, and the San Antonio Express News came out with procrastination.
Volcanoes?
It came out with
it's like buttons. Procrastination. Well, that one works. Volcanoes. Yes. Jared with his shirt off. Yeah, that one's stuck.
Jensen in short shorts. I think I would have been a teacher.
We digress.
I would have loved to have been a teacher. Same thing. Yeah. I like helping people. I like telling stories, and we tell stories in a very literal way right now as other characters. But I think you can tell stories as a teacher and help. When done properly, you help people. I was helped by a lot of teachers, my mother included. But I would have liked to have been that kind of role in people's lives. Thank you. Love the shirt.
Hey guys. My question is, well, I'm actually a PE teacher in junior high, so...
Where's the outfit?
I don't see a whistle. You know that the whistle makes you their god.
That's why I do it. For the whistle.
That's why I do it. Yes.
So, I don't understand the fascination with dodgeball. You know, boys throwing big red
I love
plastic balls at
dodgeball.
each other's heads. But my question is, if you had dodgeball teams, you can't be on the same team. Who would you have on your team, and whose team would win?
Well, my team would win because I would get like LeBron James, Usain Bolt.
That's a terrible idea. You would be the biggest targets on the planet. Look, there's Jared, LeBron, and Usain Bolt.
Okay, fine. I would get Osric and...
Yes. Yes, I would have the Shaolin monks. You're like, oh, I'd take the entire offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys. Genius.
A new game called Hit Ball. Get hit by ball. It's a new twist on it.
Yeah, I think small and fast is probably going to benefit you the best, or the most.
Thank you, guys.
You got it. Hi.
First I want to say I hope you like your pillow.
Say it again?
Sorry, my voice. I hope you like your pillow.
Oh yes, the one that was made with love,
Prickings of my finger.
and lots of prickings of the finger. And she made a pillow for us by hand. Very nice of her.
Good. My tax returns. I was just wondering, about the guest stars and co-stars you've had, if you keep in touch with them all, and if you support them all.
Co-stars?
Yeah.
You know, it's I heard a quote one time about like the difference between are you friends with somebody or are you friendly with somebody. I greatly enjoy a lot of my co-stars that no longer work with me and that still work with me. But I mean, I am hard pressed to spend enough time with my family and my kids and my job, and so I don't get to spend as much time with people I enjoy as much as I would like to. That having been said, I still am very friendly with people. When I see ex co-stars, we had a Gilmore Girls reunion this summer. So seeing many somebodies that I hadn't seen for some in 10 years or 7 years or 5 years, it's great. It's great to see them, but my alarm is going off at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it sounds like this: "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." So I can't.
That's that's just.
That's why we don't have nice things, Jensen. That's why we don't have nice things. So yes, very friendly with customers.
I just walked backstage and my two nephews are sitting back there like, I don't get it.
I wish I could see them more. Yeah.
I would say one of the many things that we love about coming to see you guys at conventions and stuff is that we get to be around people that we love to be around, the band and the guys that were out here, and we get to see them because otherwise we wouldn't normally get to see them, and so this has become a very tight group of people, and that's a rarity, I think, in show business, to have relationships and friendships last as long as they have with this show. And again, it's all due to you guys giving us that that support. So I would say that thank you. I'd have to think long and hard about somebody that maybe I wouldn't want to have a nice conversation with, or wouldn't want to catch up with, or wouldn't want to give a hug or have a cup of coffee with. We've been really fortunate, especially on this show, to have people come through the doors that really love what they do, are professional, and we really get along with. And I think it's obvious with how well all of this group gets along. It's not fake. It's real, and it's very cool to be a part of. Yeah, thanks. Stop crying, Billy. I can feel you. Stop crying. Hi there. And you stop crying too, okay? Or keep it up. We all cry. It's okay.
Don't apologize.
I just want to know what y'all's favorite childhood memory is.
Favorite childhood movie?
Memory.
Oh, childhood memory.
God, you know, that's tough. It's more of a feeling than a specific memory. I remember feeling very supported. I was very lucky. I remember feeling very supported. And I remember, I think probably the memories that I really enjoyed were the times where I was free, you know, like when I got a bicycle and was allowed to ride around the entire neighborhood instead of just up and down my street. Or, you know, when I was at a friend's house and they lived by a field, and so we'd sneak out and, you know, climb trees and stuff like that. Kind of exploration, I guess. And I was lucky enough to be surrounded by supportive family, supportive friends, and I had a big imagination, obviously. Sorry. And so I think exploring and learning, and there's a whole kind of, I see it in my kids now, you know, like just this blissful, everything's exciting, everything is new, and it's such a cool experience to go back as a 30-something-year-old and live like a 3-year-old again, and live like a 1-year-old again. So I think that's probably been my favorite to live as a child originally, and now to relive as a 6'4" child. Which I kind of am.
I was at my parents' house just yesterday, and I was visiting with my brother. This just made me think of this. And he and I were reminiscing about, you know, the good old days. And when we moved to a new home between my second grade year and my third grade year, and the house that we moved to had a big creek system behind it. And it was really a drainage system, let's be honest. But it was a creek to a kid. And we had this little, we called it the mini bike, and it was just a lawnmower engine motorcycle that was like built from scratch in some guy's garage once. And tape, and yeah, duct tape, and an engine and 2 wheels and handlebars. And
sounds safe.
And no helmet. And we just took off and we rode paths. We like actually made paths in the grass along the river or the creek bed there. That's how much we rode it. And and we just, all day. And then until we heard the dinner bell, and then we'd come home, which was you say conch shell? That's what my mother would blow. Not kidding.
It's like Lord of the Flies.
It was. She would. If it was like dinner time, my brother and I are like out exploring in the creek or something, she'd just step out on the front porch. Okay, we gotta go. So there's a lot of really good memories I had growing up in this area. So, it's good to be back. Thank you so much. Hi there.
I was wondering, how do you guys feel about the fact that you guys might always be looked at as sandwiches?
Say that again, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, we're just having a hard time hearing you up here.
I was wondering, how do you guys feel about the fact that you guys might always be looked at as Sam and Dean?
Might always be looked at as Sam and Dean. Totally fine. I think there's some people that try to, that if they play a character for a long time and they feel like they might get typecast as that character or something like that character, that they really try hard to break that mold. I'm proud of what we've done. I'm proud of this show. So, typecast me. This has been a good ride.
I feel the same way, except I have one question. Which Sam and Dean? Soulless Sam, Demon Dean, Devil Sam, Vision Dean, Future Dean, Gadriel Sam? No, I'm just kidding. I am absolutely with Jensen, and that's been a blessing of being on the show for so long. I kind of touched on this earlier today, when you move to Hollywood and you're like, oh man, I'm going to be famous and I'm going to do like action movies and stuff like that and be cool. You always feel like
is that what you were like when you moved to Hollywood?
No, that was you. I'm going to be on Days of Our Lives.
We need to get you some brick pants.
No, so that having been said, there were probably a few years where I was like, well, when the show ends, I'm going to go off and like figure out who I am as an actor. But now that the show is never going to end, I think I've never been more proud to be a part of something that like Supernatural, like this family. So yeah, thank you. I saw a shirt maybe in my solo line, and it said, "Excuse me while I pretend that you're a Winchester" or something like that. And I was like, I am a Winchester. So it's a shirt. What is it? What is it? You said it. I said it. Was that the wording?
I think she's just like, yeah, right on, brother.
Okay, yeah.
You said it. Preach.
Thank you.
Khaleesi. How are you? What's the dragon problem these days? You alright with that? Yeah. It's not Elsa, it's Khaleesi. Get your mind off the Disney Channel.
Alright, so my question is for Jensen. My favorite movie of all time is 10-Inch Hero. Mohawk eyeliner and a kilt. Can I get an amen?
Hey! You said it. You said it. Preach.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I was wondering, do you still, my favorite monologue is also from you. It's about the buying tampons at the store. I was curious if you still knew it. No.
Do I still know it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? How many years ago that was? I don't remember what I said last Thursday.
I mean, if I have a motivation, I brought a tampon if you want to think
Oh,
I'm going to stop you right there.
After motivation.
Wow.
Will y'all remember this for future conventions when people say, like, what's the weirdest thing that someone ever said to you? I've got some motivation. Here's a tampon. The best part, and I always like to think about this, there's somebody walking through that hallway, and I was like, what just happened? What did they just say? What kind of convention is this?
Yeah, I don't remember that. You know, it's funny when there are certain things, not tampons, that will spark the memory of knowing those lines. And I mean, like I'd have to watch a little bit of the thing, and then it's like, oh yeah. And then once I get going, then I can start filling in the blanks. And the same thing happens with the show, when obviously we film far in advance from when the show actually comes to air. And so when we watch it on air, we look at it and it's like, oh yeah, I remember this line, and oh yeah, I know what line comes next. But if you were to ask me that an hour before we watched it, what did you say when Sam said this in that one scene? Be like, I don't know. Let me look at the script. And I think that's one thing Jared and I have gotten really good at is short-term memory.
I think the thing I'm really good at was short-term memory loss.
Yes, both. It's short-term memory and then losing it very quickly. Because we've got so much info coming in that we need to regurgitate. It go once we walk off.
I was going to say perform. Regurgitate.
I don't know. There's been some vomitous performances from you.
Lately, I say a lot. I need a tampon for my motivation.
Oh my God.
Thank you, though, for that lovely inspiration.
Yes, thank you for the answer to future questions. Thank you very much. What did you bring for motivation? Nothing?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand. Okay, so hi, it's been like 3 hours since we last talked, and you still look like my dad.
Tell me more.
Okay, so my question question is for both of you. What's your favorite monster to kill on Supernatural and why?
Favorite monster to kill on Supernatural? I like, what did we kill with the flamethrowers? That's a fun...
Wendigo!
But we had another one later.
Rougarou.
That was the changelings.
Yes. Rougarou. Those were fun to kill. That little contraption they build where you light it, you push it, and flames come out, it's pretty fun. Yeah, that's a fun way to kill things.
You know, even though it's a little technical, I always like the end result, and that's lopping off vampires' heads. So let me just give you a little rundown of how this goes. Make a little splash of music here, boys. So this is what happens when we're chopping off a vampire's head. What happens is the vampire's standing there, and he has to stand there while they capture his body thing. And then he steps out. Enter Sam or Dean. Take your choice. Preferably Dean. Dean comes in. All right, Sam. Sam, come on in. Now, you line up what the vampire's head would be. Line that machete up. Perfect. Now the vampire steps out, and we roll camera and action. Now, Sam, step out. Vampire, step in. Okay, now we line it up. Line it up, get it right there, perfect. And action. Hey, enter Robin Props. She is head of our prop department on set. She brings in a rubber head. Then she holds it right about where the vampire's head would have been. She looks at the camera guys. She said, "Are we all good?" And 3, 2, 1. Head. And that's how we chop off vampires' heads.
I like fire. Thank you.
Thanks.
We need to bring machetes for motivation.
Ooh, yeah. A grenade launcher.
We should take them to the Vampire Diaries convention.
Has anybody ever been to a Vampire Diaries convention? Do you plan on going to one in the future?
No.
If so, can you get those big cardboard cutouts of Sam and Dean and just set them in the middle of the aisle? And then take a picture, post it, and I will retweet that.
I'll do it.
Or bring them their cardboard cutouts and watch how quickly they get destroyed. Look, love Ian, love those guys. They're fine. Just don't bring them around us. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. Great guys.
Hey guys.
Hi.
I was wondering, when you think back to when the show first started, you had expectations for it. I want to know what your worst and best expectations for the show were and how they compare to how the show actually ended up.
Well, the show hasn't ended up yet.
Ended today.
I think the worst expectation is pretty easy. We do the pilot and doesn't get picked up. My best expectation, I really wanted it to go 4 years, 3 or 4 years. I was thinking to myself, like, if we went 3 years and hit reruns, because they syndicate usually after 5 years, but they'll start rerunning them heavily after 3 years. And so I remember thinking to myself, like, 3 years would at least, like, hopefully we go 3 years. But it was a bumpy ride.
Yeah, every year we thought we were going to be canceled. Not lately. I would say in the beginning. And there was we were weathering some pretty heavy storms early on. I mean, if you remember, after the first year, our entire network went away. So we're the only show on network television that is older than the actual network it runs on. So we weathered that storm somehow, and then the new president of this new network, we were not her show. It wasn't one of her babies.
She created a show about a ghost hunter named Sam.
Reaper, you remember that show?
Yep.
It was about a ghost hunter
named Sam
that was like chosen by the devil.
Named Sam.
Named Sam.
I mean, like, if you're not very obviously trying to...
They were like, hey, you know that you have a show about ghost hunters, and the lead character, his name's Sam. And she's like, what show is this? No, kidding. But...
It's more like, what show is this?
Yeah. And so, you know, we kind of got brushed aside a bit, and the network focused on their new shows.
But we lasted longer than she did.
Yeah, this is true.
That's what you get for trying to kill Sam and Dean. I don't know what y'all think of us. We're not the lose Chesters.
You just keep hammering that one home, buddy.
Winchester.
So to think that we would be here, you know, in our 11th season, we certainly did not think that. And but the fact that we are here, it's a bit of it's not a small, it's a very large victory, I think, for all of us. And, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? Okay, how old is the little one back there? 2 months? 11. Did I hear 11 months? 14 months. Going once? Going Hey!
All I can see from here is that...
It looks like a reflection of me. That's what it looks like.
No, just... Except the gentleman has very large shoulders.
Oh, shut up.
So, and it's probably because he's been sitting there.
Good man.
Good on you, brother.
Hi there.
Hi, okay, so I know you're really busy and stuff all the time with Supernatural and stuff, so...
A little bit. That was my favorite introduction. Tied for tampon for motivation.
So I was wondering, what's your favorite pastime when you're not filming?
My favorite pastime is not filming, actually. I think I have learned recently that my pastimes are best when I really just try and lay low. Yeah, they're non-existent, but like when I go home, and Jensen and I talk about this, when we go to Austin, like, my family and like my friends would call and be like, hey, heard you're coming down. What do you want to do? We should get together. And I'm like, that all sounds great. I don't want an itinerary. Like, if y'all come up, great. But I'm not making one plan. And unfortunately, it's made me very like indecisive in life because I don't want to be forced to make a decision. I'm sort of like, whatever.
You don't want to come home and have a schedule.
I don't want to come home to a schedule. And so I just like to lay low, hang with the kids, go swim, get in the water, get on a jet ski or something, and
get on a jet ski, take a picture of yourself on a jet ski, then Photoshop it and putting yourself on the jet ski in my pool. And then sending me the picture going, hey, I'm looking after your pool, everything's good to go, while I'm in Vancouver filming.
True story. It is a true story. Hey Jensen, I'm gonna go check on your house. Fast forward 2 hours to me sending pictures of him, like of me on the jet ski.
The whole water squirting out, and he's like sitting in the pool. I'm like, how did they even get the jet ski in the pool? Not thinking that he even could figure out how to Photoshop the picture. What?
We should.
Tweet the picture?
We should.
We should.
Family and friends. Family and friends.
Yeah, I agree with Jared. That's the very little time that we do have off is really just, making sure that we spend as much quality time with our children, with our wives, and if there's time left over with the rest of the family, and then if there's time left over with our friends, and somewhere in there reminding ourselves who we are. So. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I have a very important question for y'all. Rangers or Astros?
Well, I'm from here, so I think that's pretty much a given. Although it's been heartbreaking the past several years. Yeah, the Astros hat right there. That's cool.
I grew up almost exactly halfway. It was 4 hours to Dallas, about 3.5 hours to Houston. So I went to Astros and Rangers games growing up. I saw Nolan Ryan's 5,000th strikeout. I would say I have equal loyalty to each team, and it's one of the very few sports.
No, choose one.
Choose one.
Rangers.
I don't know, man. I always loved Jeff Bagwell, Kim Kennedy.
I have keys to your house.
Rangers.
You're winning right now today anyway.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, I think we got,
sometimes. Hi.
I think we got a couple more here.
Thank you. Hi, so I'm actually asking a question on behalf of the girl who was behind me. She got cut off, so I'm doing this for her.
That's nice of you.
Since the common theme throughout the show is family, what role would you envision your character starting the next generation of Winchesters with? Hunters, angels, demons, monsters, or civilians?
Let's hear it from the young lady who wanted to ask the question. Is she in there? Oh, she's right there. Yes. Family's a big theme of Supernatural, so what would Sam and Dean continue the Winchester family tradition as? Yeah. A man of letters. I think Sam would like his child to be a man of letters. Or a woman of letters. A person of letters. POL.
Yeah, and I think Dean would, because it's what he knows and it's what he excels in, and it's everything that is who he is. I think being a hunter is probably the best legacy that he could pass on.
Thank you so much, guys.
That's very cool. Thank you. All right, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, guys? My question is I wanted to know if you guys realize how important your show is to the U.S. military, both here in the States and abroad. I myself have gotten 2 naval vessels addicted to your show, and it got me through 12 months in Iraq.
This is how much we know, how much you guys mean to us. And so, here, come here, son. Let's go check it out. Thank you for your service. That's cool. We've heard over the years that we've, that there's some military folks that enjoy watching the show, and for the longest time, I don't think Jared and I believed it, just because it's like, well, there's no way that these soldiers are over there wanting to waste their time watching
dudes who wear makeup,
watching this TV show, watching this little story that we tell in our little corner of the earth, and to know that we can at least provide some sort of an escape for guys that are out there fighting for our country
just about one of the coolest things I've ever heard of. So that's amazing.
So if any of you or your loved ones or friends are military or know somebody who serves in the military, please tell them thank you from us.
Now, I believe that leads us to our last question, boys.
Last question. It's the 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 last question. It's the
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Julia with the last question.
Breathe, honey. Breathe. What was your favorite part? Playing song and doing how has it affected your lives?
Well, it brought you to us. So that's one good thing.
My favorite part.
First of all,
look at your family.
This is how it's affected our lives. Pretty cool, huh? Yep. One big dysfunctional family.
And damn proud of it.
And we love it.
I feel like the friendships and the relationships I've made and the overall positive that Supernatural has been able to mean for both me and my family, but for everybody, for our family here in Dallas, for our family a couple weeks ago in Vancouver and Minneapolis, and a couple weeks from now in New York and all over the world. I think it's been able to make a really positive impact, and it's so cool knowing that we're a part of it. You know,
it has certainly changed our lives in many, many ways, and we hope that we brought a little something to you guys as well. So, thanks for being here. Everybody, round of applause.
That was the last question. That was the last question.
Good one, Tim.
I was really confused because you're trying to give me signals and you're like, last question. I know it's the last question. We just take us up.
You do this team.
That's your cue.
For starters,
that's the.
Jared went rogue. Okay, let's just call this out. We always rehearse this. We spent hours every week rehearsing.
We actually flew up to Vancouver last week
to really get into a razor
rehearsing with you. And
oh yeah.
Man, like you always send me down to fetch the last question person. You went totally off script.
I had to go say hi to somebody.
You just went rogue. I love it, but you threw Benedict off.
He did, man. It never happens. Usually my game is solid.
Over it.
I have a callback. When we were in Vancouver, we said we have a cowbell with your name on it. We went ahead and etched JPad into our cowbell. It's now a moose pad.
Did you have a drumstick? Did you give the man a drumstick?
No, we're not giving him a weapon.
He needs more cowbell.
And also...
I love it. We etched JPad. By etched, they mean took a silver Sharpie and wrote JPad on it.
That's right, Jensen.
Yeah.
By the way,
just to clarify there.
This is very clearly...
There was no engraving done on the metal.
This has very clearly been used and beaten up and abused.
And it's like a 4-year-old did it too. Have you met my friend James Benedict? That's all right.
We went and got your cowbell, we etched it. It's like some old cowbell they found that has silver Sharpie marker.
And here's the other thing. I'm going to need that back.
And you spelled J wrong.
You know, the people in the back for a few seconds thought you went out and did something lovely, and now they know the truth.
Yeah.
You did nothing at all.
No, that's the only cowbell we got. We need that back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll just turn it around so you can't see JPad.
Put your hands together for Mr. Jensen Ackles and Mr. Jared Powell. There we go, boys.
Just on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. So many things that I'd like to say. You know I can do a little bit of it. I don't want to lose your love tonight.
There they go, Simon Pants.
I just want to lose your love tonight.
Sexier than Gil.
I ain't got many friends left to talk to.
Ladies and gentlemen, it happened.